Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another story time for you. This time it's a bit more on a serious level. It's not really like a funny story time like the one I uploaded on Friday. This one is about all the experiences I had as a teenager, where I was approached by creepy, sick older men who probably were paedophiles behind closed doors. The first one, I was about 11, between 11 to 13, but I think I was maybe 13, and it was summer holidays. I was really bored. I wanted to go visit my nan. The only thing was I'd never walked to my nan's before, so at that time it was going to be the first time for me walking to my nan's. She lives about less than 10 minutes away in the car, and for a walk it's about maybe half an hour. I started my journey walking to my nan's, and as soon as I come off my street, I was approached by this man. Now originally he was asking me about bus times. So I said, oh, I don't really know much about bus times myself, so sorry, I can't help you. And he began to, prolong the conversation. He was asking me, oh, are you from this area, and where are you off to? At this point I was a bit creeped out. Why is this older man who looked about 30 odd talking to me? Oh, I remember saying to him, oh, I don't really think that's your business. Now, I did not know how he was going to react. I don't know if this is a crazy man. I don't know if he was going to, beat me up for being cheeky or whatnot. I had no idea what to expect, but I said it's, not really your business. And he continued to talk to me. He wanted to find a decent bar or pub to have a drink, but he didn't really know the area that well, so he was just wondering, what the best places were, etc, etc. So I said, well, no offence, but I am 13, so won't really be able to advise you on the best places to go. I don't even drink. I'm not even allowed to drink. So, and then he was saying, well, you look older than that. I had no idea how old you are, but I'm sure that I'd be able to get you in having a drink with me. And I was saying, no, you're way older than me. I am 13, as I said. I am not going to have a drink with you. If you don't mind, I just want to carry on walking without being bothered, because you're bothering me right now. And he was just like, oh, I apologise. And I was just like, okay, well, have a good day. He continued, he said, age is just a number, even though you're 13, you look quite mature, you sound quite mature. Have you ever tried an older guy? And I was like, no, but I just really wanted this guy to go. The next thing I was thinking is, let me find the nearest shop so I can shake this person off, because he's obviously not getting the message. And that's what I did. I went into the nearest shop, and he was about to follow me in, and I said, listen, if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna call the police, because it's ridiculous. I'd reached nearly halfway to my nan's, if not more, and I could not shake this guy off. So I went into the local store. I explained to the shopkeeper the situation, and he allowed me to wait in his shop until he felt the coast was clear. So I was thankful for that. I made it to my nan's and I didn't walk back. I didn't walk back home. I got a lift, and that was the first and last time I walked to my nan's house. Never did it again. Now the second experience was about 14, 15 years old. Now this is going to sound really, really weird. Trust me, it is. I don't understand it myself, but it was a Sunday. Me and my mum were coming back from shopping, and she was pulling up on the drive. So I was getting out, and I do remember just seeing a guy walking by with his dog, but you know, didn't think anything of it. I was just helping my mum get everything in the house. Weirdly, I did remember, for some reason, my memory had stored that person's face, the man who was walking his dog, because a few days later on my Facebook, I got a friend request and straight away I recognised that man. So I didn't accept it at all. He had sent me one of those messages on Facebook, the ones where you need to kind of like accept it or reject it. And it says, oh, hi, this is going to sound weird, but I saw you this afternoon. You were coming out of a car and I thought your smile was amazing. I just thought I had to get to know this girl. My thing is, I'm sitting there like, how on earth did you find me? How would you know how to find me just from looking at me from across the street? I was alarmed. Now, with something like that, like, I'd usually just ignore it. But this is something that just wouldn't let me let this go. It was strange. I couldn't figure it out. How could you find me just by seeing me on the street? It did not make any sense at all. So I messaged him. I basically said, these were the days when it was an older Facebook, so you could see like their about me section, like pretty much to the top of their profile page. You could see their age, where they were from, etc, etc. I know Facebook's changed a lot since then, but you would have been able to see my age quite clearly. So I sent a message to say, hi, I'm quite alarmed. I don't know how you found me on here. Please make note of, take note of my age and do not message me again. He replied back instantly and he said, you know, I understand this is weird. You are a lot younger than me, but I just couldn't resist. I do apologise. You know, I didn't mean any harm, but I won't bother you again. Before I got to read the message he sent to me, the reply, before I got to read his reply, I went on his profile and I was looking through his pictures just to try and get an idea, like, number one, do we have mutual friends? Number two, do I recognise this guy? Where's he from? And I noticed that he had a wife and he had 3 kids. Not only had he found someone who he just saw on the street, not only did he message someone who he had taken note of their age, which was like 14, 15, and he was in his late 30s. Not only did he do that, he was also speaking to a young girl behind his partner's back. I was so disgusted. Anyway, I blocked him. I also reported his page. Who knows what happened with that. Then, a few years on, I was 17, 18, I was in the park and we were being big kids. We had nothing else to do. We were chilling, we was on the swings, we was having a great time. And I noticed a family walking into the park. You know, it was this guy and his girlfriend with 3 kids, and it just so happened to be them. I didn't know what to do. I kind of froze at first, and then I indicated to my friend who I was with at the time, like, that's that dude, remember? Like, a few years ago, I was telling you about it. She was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know what to do. Do you walk over there and destroy a family and just, like, bring out the receipts? Like, your dad, your husband, sends messages to young girls on Facebook. Like, that would destroy, especially if I had the evidence there, that would really destroy it. And they looked like the happiest family in the park. The decision I made was to leave. I didn't have the guts at that age to go up and say anything. It's probably the wrong thing to do. I don't know. I don't even know if confronting them was the right thing to do. I feel like that woman would just tear me apart. Like, who's this little child telling me this? But maybe she would have listened because the evidence is there. Who knows? But it's scary because there are many people like him out there and on the social media sites. There are many kids out there who are easily led. So yeah, that was my 2 stories. Guys, let me know your thoughts below on this topic. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video.